feed that bitch. Class president, I'ma lead that bitch. Take him outside, I don't need that bitch.
School's out, bell starts ringing. Better watch out, cause I'm gonna start swinging. School's out, bell starts ringing. Better watch out, cause I'm gonna start swinging. What?
I'ma chop that bitch. I'ma slice that
Stay
bitch.
quiet, yeah?
I'ma dice that bitch. I'ma ice that bitch.
Are we allowed to smoke?
I'ma fight this
It's a free lecture, yeah? Free world, yeah?
I'ma read, I'ma read, I'ma read. I'ma read, I'ma read, I'ma read.
Right, hello dear Alaa. Hello again.
I'ma read that bitch. I'ma read that
We are going to
read that bitch.
talk
I'ma read that bitch. I'ma read, I'ma read, I'ma read. I'ma read, I'ma read, I'ma read. I'ma read, I'ma
This is
read,
the
I'ma
brief.
read. I'ma read, I'ma read, I'ma
very, very concise because I could go through it for a long time. But we're going to go very straightforward because this is a test. So the brief is this: the Museum of the Refused. Let's imagine that you are a person or the founder of this Museum of the Refused. So we need to know what this kind of museum is and how it works. Yeah? So there are some questions here for you to answer very quickly. Well, you better write them down and then we can go through. And then the second part of this workshop is the Museum of the Refused and an envisioning tool map. So you can build what your museum is, yeah, through these categories. And here you have a timeline to develop the objects that you have, the collection outsourcing, the management development, and the territory situation or the political situation of the country in which your museum is placed. So there are some questions here that I'm going to read loud, and then you can sum it up in a sentence. Yeah, something quite fast. So phase one is the facts. So the Museum of the Refused can be defined as an architectonical space placed in a city, in a country, in a continent. Where? Where is your museum? Use your imagination. It doesn't have to be England. It doesn't have to be Spain. It doesn't have to be maybe the Earth. It could be somewhere else. But could be here too. Take your time.
It's gonna be. It's the district where I grew up in the capital of Iran.
Which is?
Alaa.
It's the Baghdad.
And it's in Iran.
Iran, sorry.
It's in the capital.
All right, where you grew up, yeah. Perfect. Why is the museum a museum? Historic evidence. Great. Who manages your museum? Is it run by a specific collective? Are they politicians? Is it an institution? Is it run by random people? Housewives of your district? Mothers. Fantastic, I love it. Yeah. What's the reason of this museum to be existing? Why does it exist?
Oh, actually, can I change that? So it's a museum, so it's being taken seriously and it has that authority.
It has an authority.
Yeah. So things that are coming from this group of people, usually it happens but doesn't have authority around it. So if it sits in a museum space,
Yeah.
it automatically is the institution or the good practice or the, it has authority. Yeah.
So this is the reason,
Yeah.
historic evidence and
Documentation.
documentation
Yeah.
of the practices of the midwives.
I haven't thought it through.
Okay.
Just answer
Oh,
the
yeah,
question.
good. This is the way it works. The Museum of the Refused is established in. Can you date it? Is it now? Is it in the future?
For the next revolution.
After the other revolution.
Yeah, they had a revolution.
There's a new revolution. It's just after that one. Great. The Museum of the Refused is known for has to be related, yeah? Should be.
How to build communities as the result.
How to build communities after refused. Interesting. Who are the visitors?
Can I be
Who's the audience?
optimistic or realistic?
Realistic or
Optimistic. Utopia or,
who goes there?
well,
Because if it's a museum of the midwives, is it open to general public? Is there mothers? Is there female? Is there perhaps foreigners that want to know the culture?
so hopefully it'd be open to public and like any other museum, any citizen should go.
Yeah.
But given that it's run by women and about their contributions, it's likely that men and just generally people don't take it seriously
Right.
and aren't interested, because that's usually the case. But it's after the other revolution, so
Okay, so
things are different.
the world is completely different. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
listen to us now.
Fantastic. Fantastic. What can the visitor of the Museum of the Refused find inside there? What do they find? What is the collection about?
So actual pieces, or
Yeah.
just generally what?
Well, you have a collection inside. If it's related to midwives, is there a specific object about housewives? Sorry, so not midwives. Housewives. Yeah, that's. Yeah, maybe you can define that in a couple of words. What is a collection?
So it's pictures, like family photos and everyday objects that relate to how they built communities. And
So it's a sort of ethnographical museum. Yeah.
self-produced.
Self-produced.
Someone self-curated.
So objects related to this community, essentially,
How they built the community.
how they build them.
So yeah.
Very good. And this is the last one now. How real is the Museum of the Refused? Is it a real museum? Is perhaps augmented reality or virtual reality, or is it just a standard museum as we know them now?
I think it's real.
Because this is, after the other revolution.
Yeah, which is
Because you dated. No, it's dated after the revolution, but we don't have any dates.
because that's all we know.
It's all we know, so it's real.
Well,
Real objects. I mean, as
it's
we
real
understand.
Object, it's real in space, but there's a VR component
So you can experience the collection through virtual reality too.
through everywhere in the world. You can check it.
Great. Why are you using green?
I'm gonna use all of them.
Great, very nice. So these are all the questions about the situation in general in this place. So the environment, galaxy, planet, satellite. Is your museum on Earth, yeah? It's in Baghdad. Sorry, Iran. I keep on forgetting, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, write that down again, yeah. So we make sure that we know where this museum is established. Earth, great. Type of society, because it's after the other revolution. What type of society is that? Is it a democratic society? Is it a political situation?
New generation.
You are envisioning a future here,
We're envisioning a future of a new form of democracy,
right?
really by the people. This is very utopian.
Yeah, lovely, lovely. We love it, utopia. We need utopia.
It's after, yeah. So there is no money in politics.
No money involved, great.
You can't fund, you can't lobby politicians with loads of money. There is, so there's religious freedom, but
Interesting.
no bureaucracy, so it's a personal thing, it's not a state thing. There is it's not enough space here.
Sorry?
It's not enough space here to describe it. It's
Yeah, let's be concise. It's a Mattercade system.
yeah, women are in the forefront.
So the other revolution that you're talking about here is the female revolution, really.
It's a joint effort.
Okay,
But they are,
open borders, great,
yeah.
fantastic.
So,
This one,
climate conditions.
industrial technological resources.
Oh, should I answer
Oh,
climate?
sorry, climate conditions.
In weather?
Yeah, because if it's after the revolution, how is the world at that moment? Not only this place, but how is the world? Is the conditions like the same as now? Or do what?
Like the weather?
Yeah,
Yeah?
climate conditions, yeah.
Well, it's hot in Iran. It's the same.
In those days, it's the same, yeah?
It's the same.
Same, perfect.
Just let's say
Yeah, same, yeah. No changes,
slightly
similar.
warmer and,
Slightly warmer, that's really positive.
well, no, less ice.
Great. Okay, industrial technological resources. Is there any new technological resources around that territory.
So everyone has Wi-Fi and the internet is not
Why the-
censored.
Not censored. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's censored right now.
Oh, censored. Sorry. So it's not censored. It's like information freedom.
Yeah. So
Space.
right now it's like you can't
Okay.
go on any website properly.
True, yeah.
Government.
Controls.
Yeah. So that's not going to be the case. It's what other technology? Yeah.
So it's a sort of a smart territory. Smart, technologically smart.
No, it's just open.
Open. Okay, right. So yeah, because you have
All
yeah.
the hackers are so at the moment, because everything's censored, everyone knows how to hack and
Yeah.
everyone knows how to get around it. So
Right.
everyone's good with technology, especially the younger ones.
Yeah.
So all the best hackers against the government right now are gonna be in government.
In government, exactly. That's how you build a revolution, isn't it? That's how you build a revolution.
If this goes online, I'm gonna be exiled.
Passport removed. No, no.
I will.
You will be the one running this museum.
Yeah.
Well,
Put it
the
online, yeah.
no, yeah. The aims of the museum are pedagogical, educational, cultural, social, political, all of them, maybe all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Very good. Well done. I think this is actually great.
If your
So this is a phase
if your
2.
master students don't live up to that standard,
My masters,
well, if they don't live up to that standard,
if they don't reach this standard, they will be kicked out from my workshop
yeah, I think so too.
completely.
Yeah.
They cannot be retrograde. This is at all. Well, this is a phase 3 of this exercise. It's mapping the museum using an envisioning tool map, which is this one.
This one?
Yeah. So it's pretty straightforward. It's very similar to the question that you have answered, but the only difference is that you have some more categories to be more specific, and then how you develop in this timeline these bits. Yeah. So for example, if we take a look here, affordances, affordances translated as potential of the museum. So what can you museum afford as a territory? Define your museum. You did that already. But for example, open plan design, a floating architecture. This is more about the space
Yeah.
and the spatial design. How is it? Can you imagine it really fast?
It's like a
A living?
living room.
Right,
It's very domestic.
right.
It's
So you see, almost an extension of your house.
of everyone's own house.
Right.
Interesting. No, it's official. It's you can. It's very informal.
Right.
It,
Anything about the structure? Can you imagine a shape? Is it built in concrete? Is it floatable? Is it inflatable? Is it something?
it's moving.
It's a mobile museum.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So you remind me of archigram, yeah? Archigram. You study at Goldsmiths, you should know archigram very well.
Whose fault is that?
Matt's fault.
I swear.
Archigram is a group of a collective of architects from the 60s, English, and they designed really utopian. They came just after Super Studio, yeah? You know Super Studio? Either? Right? Okay, right. I need to see. We have to go through your mugs again.
My mom.
No,
We need to go through your curriculum.
Super Studio and Archigram, we're interesting collectives that envision the way architects and they vision the future of architecture in different forms, in which architecture doesn't need to be built anymore. That was the case of Super Studio, yeah? They were conquering the space, the world, making like super highways of, super highways roads. But there were no cars in the utopian world, for instance. So they made a really big change in terms of how we contemplate and realize what space is. However, Archigram took a different tangent, and they built, they didn't build anything. They built everything in graphics, yeah? They never built physical stuff, or they built architecture. But they envisioned the cities of the future like mobile machines. So the cities were actually able to walk and be placed anywhere. So the cities were huge vessels, architectonic vessels with legs, and they could move anywhere. So that's really interesting. How you see, when you set here a kind of mobile thing, the way that these guys portrayed it was a kind of living organism. It was another animal, but it's actually a city that carry people, like spiders carry the babies on the top, something similar. Is that more or less what you have in mind? Why is mobile? How is it powered?
How is it powered? Solar power on the roof. Obviously, it's Iran. You've got enough
Okay,
of that.
that's a best resource ever.
There's enough of that sunlight right there. And then it's like
Has it got wheels? Is it going on a road?
we're getting to the wheels.
Interesting. Where is it going to? Why? Because if it's mobile, where is it going to?
Because we're not centering everything in the capital.
Right.
Everyone deserves to see this. And then it's pulled by It's getting worse and worse.
No, it's fantastic. Go ahead. Use your imagination. Expand. So it's able to carry more things. Right, like
So
trolleys.
It's a driverless car.
What is it? Sorry.
Driverless car.
Right.
Because they're coming soon.
Yeah.
So nobody needs to be driving. You just have everyone in there. And then when they park, there's a barbecue outside.
Barbecue. Fantastic. I want to go there. Good. Great. It's enough. We have to go through all this still. But it's good. So the concept is that it's a mobile, self-powered by sustainable energy, and we have driverless technology, driverless cars technology that actually pulls the museum everywhere in the country. Fantastic. Let's go here quickly. Who and how this museum and its collection is managed.
Who and how?
We said that before in the other paper, which is the midwives.
Housewives.
So the housewives.
Nobody's giving birth in the
No,
museum.
sorry.
Nobody.
That would be nice.
Housewives and mothers.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right, good. Materiality.
The objects made of.
Yeah. Perhaps we should go to the collection first.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a wrong order actually. So let's go to the collection.
Yeah.
What kind of collection does your museum have? These are the examples.
No. I mean, if you want to get provoked by that, no.
These are just examples, yeah? For you to get some inspiration. But
Objects. No, I don't think so. So it'll be. So we said photographs. Letters.
it's very personal stuff.
Objects. And then maybe more traditional art
Right.
that is
Performed and done by housewives.
traditional art, yeah, done. And then, also there is a separate section, the room in the back, that room.
Okay,
is
right.
Is it the forbidden room? Which is not forbidden because everyone's allowed in, but it's gonna be part of exile. So
Oh,
every
that's really
artist
interesting.
who was exiled by the regime for doing art.
Before the other revolution, fantastic.
Yeah,
So that's the
they're
collection is
coming back,
formed.
and then and it's all like gonna be dark as if it's restricted, but it's not anymore. You can walk in. Yeah.
Great. I like that. Hello. Let's come back to this one then. Materiality. What are the objects made of? Well, there are many things. So photographs we know. The exile art. Is there any difference between the local art and the exile art? Because of the access to materials, you know?
Access to materials? No. The material is.
Well, I mean, just to define something a bit wider. Is it man-made? Is it organic things or
Man-made
man-made stuff? Okay.
object.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Outsourcing the objects. Where does your collection come from? We say exile art, donations.
And then found in homes.
Sorry? Found objects
In homes.
in homes. Fantastic. Very good. This is great. And now this is the last bit, which is really easy. This is the most important part, I guess, from this workshop is how you envision the future of those objects. Yeah? The object type and materials. So in 2017 you have photographs and you have all the objects. How are they going to look like in 2042, 2067, 2092?
So
You can go straight. You don't really have to stop in one. You can go also.
maybe it actually
Because
starts
maybe,
here.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. That's why.
Hopefully sooner.
Yeah.
Somewhere between here and
It's
there.
25 years. Yeah. Anything can happen in 25 years.
Actually, it's
quite realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you worry. We will send this to the government. Yeah. They're gonna love it.
Just a funny suggestion.
You might end up, as a prime minister. Alaa, of course.
Just a funny suggestion. So it starts then. In 2062, you're gonna have.
Yeah, let's concentrate in the collection. Yeah. Oh, sorry, the objects.
Immersive experience.
Because we are using VR. Yeah.
Yeah.
VR is part of
whatever
it.
The next thing is.
Exactly. That we don't know.
It's gonna be not looking at the objects. It's gonna be what is that called? When you're in video games, when you're the one. What is that called?
I don't know. I don't play games really.
What is it called when you're the one shooting? It's like your own point of view. First person. That
First person. That was really easy. I was gonna say sniper.
So first person. So instead of looking at people doing what is described in the museum, you're going to be the person.
Right.
So it's lived experience, kind of curated lived experience, so you can relate to it.
Fantastic. You really belong to it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You're part of
And
it.
in '92,
Yeah.
we're gonna be all dead, so it doesn't matter.
Really? It's only 75 years from 2042. A lot of people might be alive. Maybe, yeah. Because the people born in 2042, they will be only 50 years old.
It's gonna be even bigger than that. The collection will expand to the refused worldwide, and it's going to be like a hub for any sort of injustice and kind of like that's happening to marginalized groups is going to be documented and experienced there.
Right. I like that. Very political. Nice. Collection outsourcing. So we said that you were collecting, your collection will be from donations, yeah? And also from photographs, letters, everyday objects, traditional art, and artists in exile. So,
But they're not anymore, they can come back now.
yeah, they're back.
Yeah.
So how is this developing in 25 years?
So let's ignore that.
Let's know that we're starting here, yeah. You can use your own kind of timelines. This is just a reference. So the guys in the exile, they're back.
They're coming back.
So they're producing new stuff. It's just, the outsourcing becomes because we have collectives of artists now installed in Iran, and they're producing the new collection.
Yeah, but that can go to normal art museums. This is more about the life now documented then. So if it's just a piece of art, it's an open society now that can go to any museum. You're not restricted anymore. But if it's related to building community and the role of the mothers and being in exile, then it goes there.
Great. Very good.
so
Management development. So it was managed by the housewives in 2042. How this started? Who is actually inheriting the museum management? Imagine that these people, in 2042 were in their 30s. This housewives association or community are in their 20s or 30s. After 25 years, are they still managing? Are they passing on the information or the management someone else? Remember that you also have a truly technological country in a moment because your hackers are already working for the government. So how is there AI perhaps? Is there, just look at the examples.
No, human driven.
No?
No. What's it?
For example, here I wrote something called
AI
algorithms. Yeah, for example, here in the affordances. No, it's just thinking loud. Yeah, it's this is what you want. It's your museum.
So they built a curriculum in that's online actually, so anyone can sit.
Yeah.
Online and in person. But that goes through the history, and it's about society, the history of that district, and the politics and psychology of marginalized groups. So anyone who understands the context can take over.
The collection
Yeah.
and the context of the museum.
Have to be
Right.
studied.
So you have to train maybe as a kind of intern for many years in the museum in order to inherit the post.
Yeah.
Something
Or
like that?
if you're if you've got personal experience, you can bring that in. If not, you need to study the context
Right.
to do justice.
So that summarize it. The people that will work managing the museum 25 years after, it's people that have been through that process of learning about the collection and the context. That is the only possible way to access, to be part of the management.
Or lived experience. So if there's
Right.
someone in a different country who is
Yeah.
experiencing what they've experienced now,
So that's very open. It's not the exclusivity of being a citizen in order to be management. Okay, I like that a lot. Very good. And this is a territorial situation, yeah?
yeah.
The position of your museum. This is one of them, for me, one of the most interesting questions is, if your territory situation, you have the other revolution, yeah? Everything is very open now. It's a democratic country. Things are really great and fair. What is the position of your museum?
In a political space,
Yeah, in a political context, is it a really left-wing place? It's anarchist, it's a place that questions things, it's a
left
place...
and right doesn't exist.
Right, great, please write that down. That is really important. So, yeah, we are talking about new forms of governance, and this is what I'm really interested in. These are the kind of answers that I would like to hear, to see how we can develop a new future. That is 2042, yeah?
Yeah.
So 25 years later, does that system still works?
That system is better.
It's better.
It's fluid, so it adjusts with the people and the challenges. And by 92 it's fully driven and engaged with citizens. So if there's an issue, you can
You're
just
talking about anarchism, you know that? Yes,
fully engage with people. So people are still,
by assemblies.
but it's by.
I'm just trying to
you
just
don't
squeeze
need to
those words
go
from you.
anywhere. You just do it with whatever version of iPhone is in 92.
Right, okay.
You'll just say what you
So,
want to say to the politicians. And
Right,
they,
right.
Yeah.
so citizens will be able to communicate with the politicians that run a democratic form
Yeah.
of government.
A better democratic.
So it's a kind of open democracy in which citizens are able, they're able to say their thoughts and communicate with the politicians in order to change laws or interfere in how government is managing the territory.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
It's all. So actually.
It's a cyber democracy. Can you coin a word? Can you coin a word? Coin a word of this new political system in 2092. Come on.
It's maybe.
Some people call it cyber democracy. Some people say that in the future.
I don't want it to be about tech or that tech is going to solve it. It's just going to make
No, it's not going to solve it. It's going to be the tools of those days.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a. People. A human. I don't want to use the word human-centered, but that.
Human-centered.
Democracy. It's what all experience.
Participation.
Participation. Yeah.
Because the problem that we have now is actually to reach the politicians is very difficult. I wonder how political systems are going to be in 100 years' time, because 2092 will be 75 years from now. And I wonder how much technology will help us
It's called lived
to have more
democracy.
transparency.
It's called lived democracy, and it's all about politicians having to live different experiences. So there's going to be AI that can run through simulations of every decision they make, and then
Right.
they can see the outcome through every person's point of view,
Yeah.
so they can see, for young children there, it's gonna be horrible if we, cut this.
Right.
Or if we actually cut that bit there, it's not gonna change much for anyone.
Yeah.
So we can do
So
that.
instead of the human waiting to see the results, AI will provide us with simulations
Yeah.
that we can calculate which system is better to avoid failure. Yeah.
And it's gonna be, it's not gonna be calculating and giving a result, because then you rely on the code, and there's always gonna be bias in that, I think, maybe. But it's gonna simulate from people's point of view, so they take a cross-section of the society, so there'll be young women, old men, this social class, this geography, and they can run every decision through their point of view, so they can, if that's what it's good, as if, so it's like putting the headset on, you can see it from their point of view.
That's
So
fantastic.
So then you can't say, I didn't know what it would do, because you and everyone else can see those simulations. So if someone says, I don't know why they would vote for this instead of that, you can see it.
And test it.
It might not affect you, but you can see how it will affect the majority of the country, or how it would affect the most vulnerable. So then you understand decision making.
Wow. I want to live there.
Yeah.
Great. Great. Very good. Very good.
Very good.
What do you think
What do I think?
about the system used here?
Really good. I think it's really good, like step by step, because when you asked me the first question, I had no idea about
I'ma take that bitch to
what I'm going to
college.
say for the
I'ma
next.
give
That I
that
had no
bitch some
concept in
knowledge.
mind. I just
I'ma
answered
read,
it
I'ma
step
read,
by
I'ma
step.
read.
Yeah.
I'ma read, I'ma read, I'ma read. I'ma read that bitch. That bitch.
Class time, I'ma read that bitch. I'ma make an outlines of the point you'll get. I'ma tell the whole school you a stupid bitch. Watch how fast we read that bitch. Watch my mouth, did you see that shit? I called you a slut, what you gonna do, bitch? I'ma read that bitch. I'ma read that bitch. I'ma take that bitch to college. I'ma give that bitch some knowledge. I'ma read that bitch. I'ma read that bitch. I'ma read, I'ma read, I'ma read. I'ma read, I'ma read, I'ma read. I'ma read that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. It's gonna be cohesive. It's gonna be my thesis. I'ma read that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'ma read, I'ma read, I'ma read. I'ma read, I'ma read, I'ma read. I'ma read that bitch. I'm that bitch.
First